Sup, humans? This is the Power Up Mushroom, and I'm bringing to you guys my top 10 worst lists of 2017 for video games. Now, obviously, my list is going to be completely different from y'all's. This is basically morals. So, you're going to see a lot of EA games on here, so prepare yourselves for that. But I think they deserve their spots on the list. Specifically, EA, all your games released this year, they all deserve to be on this list. I don't care what they are, they all deserve to be on them. But I couldn't. I had to be fair just a little bit. So, if you guys want, pause the video, leave your list down in the comment section below for your top 10 worst games. These are the worst games. I have a disappointing list, so if you see a game or you know a game that's not on this list, it's probably on the top 10 disappointing list. The way I ranked this was basically, if the game didn't work, it's going to be on my top 10 worst list. If it was super hyped up and it worked at launch or something, it's going to be on my top 10 disappointing list. But although I will tell you guys, some of my disappointing games list, the games that are on my disappointing list, they didn't make it over here. So, just letting you guys know that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. I just woke up. So anyways, my top 10 of worst games of 2017. Starting off with number 10. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Now what happens when you just kind of push something out too early for Christmas? Well, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds happens. And I'm talking about the Xbox One versions. PC, you guys are fine. But I'm talking about the preview version. I'm going to judge that one. And that's because the frame rates were terrible. The freaking gameplay was so clunky. You had pop-in textures. You had... there was just a lot wrong. Game crashed so many times. Getting kicked out of games randomly. But this game has issues. Alright, if you want to see my review, I go into more depth about this game, so go check that out. A link in the description below, or a pop-up will pop up right, I don't know, a pop-up or something. We'll see what happens. But anyways, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds for number 10. Number 9, Need for Speed Paycheck. Yeah, I'm calling it Paycheck because that's what EA was thinking when they were making this game. Now, you have a card game that's, it has a long series and a loyal fan base, but when you introduce microtransactions, you try to take advantage of your fans. It doesn't work. I mean, come on, microtransactions to hopefully get the engine part you need for your car. It's stupid. It's gambling. That's what it is. And you know what, EA, the textures for those freaking houses, the cars, I'm not gonna lie, they sucked. I don't care if people say they look good. No, I've seen better. All right. Those are the worst textures I've seen in a game, and the game is hollow. It's not worth it. I played it, yes. I've played the damn game, and it's not worth $60 or even worth a couple of pennies. I'm going to see that thing in a Goodwill someday. I promise you. So EA, screw you. Number 8, yeah, we got NBA Live. So NBA Live happened. And more microtransactions. Like I said, EA, you deserve this. Really, this should just be the top 10 list of microtransactions that are in video games. It's the worst. Because last year was the rise of loot boxes, microtransactions, money, pay to win. EA, NBA Live, you just ruined it for you. Whatever chances you had of bringing NBA Live back, it's gone now. Even friends who are fans of the NBA Live games that I know of, they hated NBA Live 18. And it's just, Number 7, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah, it's low on the list, but you know what? It was playable. But my problem is, the game was made to revolve around loot boxes, and that's where the problem rises. And EA, you got greedy. And not only that, you got the government in on our games. Really, that's what it is. But this game, it had a campaign that was just like, meh. It was just there. It's not something memorable. Because, please, guys, tell me one memorable moment from that campaign. I'm waiting. I didn't think so. So, the campaign, you play as 2 missions as the Imperials, and then you switch over to the Rebellion. It was kind of out of nowhere. I mean, I would have liked to play as the Empire for the entire campaign, but you can't get everything. And again, multiplayer just revolves around pay-to-wins type stuff. Granted, microtransactions are turned off, but the fact is that you got the government on our butts. Whatever, that whole thing going on with the government, you started that, EA, so you're paying for it. Number 6, Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, look, you killed 2 franchises, some of my favorite franchises this year. So you got Star Wars Battlefront, you just murdered. But what happened earlier this year with Mass Effect Andromeda, like, that's what happens when you rush out games that aren't finished with terrible dialogue. You had characters you didn't care about, facial animations that just messed up, just animations in general. The story just, it does not going to live up to anything. It was bullcrap. EA, you ruined Mass Effect. That's what you did. And now I'm expecting that, hey, you know what? We're probably not going to get another Mass Effect game for a long time. Probably ever. So I'm going to stick with my original trilogy. Granted, the ending of Mass Effect 3, I have not seen it yet. I will get to it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate it. But anyways, thank you, EA. Thank you for killing off 2 franchises this year. Thank you. Number 5, now we hit WWE for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I never thought a game could run this bad on the Switch, but this just shows that you're rushing stuff out too early. If you didn't get a wrestling game on the Switch, no one would have been mad, but you just had to push it out there. So, WWE, it runs slow. That's the point. It runs like at 20 frames a second. The textures don't even look good. Animations look a little weird sometimes and look like plastic toys. Legit, I felt I could be playing with my Undertaker toys against I don't know. It could be, it looks like little toys just wrestling in slow motion. It's just terrible. And, oh my god. And don't say that the Switch can't run it, because the Switch can run Doom perfectly fine and it looks amazing. So, I don't know what happened there, but again, it's probably one of the worst games you could probably play this year. Alright, number 4, this one, it was a launch title for the Switch. 1-2 Switch, people don't really consider this a game, but I am. I'm going to consider this one a game because it was $60 when I walked into the store, $60 when you had to pay for it. Did I pay for it? Hell no. I did not pay $60 for that thing. Really, it was just a tech demo. I think it was like Wii Sports, but worse. You could milk a cow, you could eat sandwiches. It's interesting, but really, why did you have to charge $60 for it? Really, there was no point in doing that. It really isn't a game at all, but I do have it lower on the list because it is playable to where I could have a bunch of beers with my friends and we could have mindless fun once you're drunk and everything. So the game is fun when you're drunk. Yeah, I did pull off the Jeremy Johns with it, but really, there's no other way to explain it other than the game would be more fun if you're drunk. If I had a little annotation, I'd have a beer right here and I'd drop it and just do the thumbs up like he does. But there you go. So 1-2 Switch at number 4. Number 3, we're down to the last 3, guys. So this one is going to surprise you guys. Life of Black Tiger. Did I play it? Yeah. Did I buy it? Don't ask me that. Anyways, Life of Black Tiger. The game it's terrible. Oh my god, it's a terrible game. I heard it was an Android game, but how PlayStation let it get on the PlayStation 4, it's just, or the network, is beyond me. The cover looks cool. It looks cool as heck, but I never thought that a game could exist that was like that, to be released in 2017. It looks like you made it on a Windows 95 computer. That's what it looks like. Back then, it probably would have been mind-blowing, but no. Just no. There's no point to the game, really, other than you're living your life as a black tiger and you kill things. Legit, that's it. So go look up gameplay or something. Angry Joe plays it. You know what? I'm going to link his channel in the description below to that video, that you guys can go see what it's all about. But yeah, definitely one of the worst games that could come out this year. I don't want to include it on the list, but it came out this year, so I have to kind of include it on the list because it's terrible. But what could be worse than that? Well, these are the next 2 games that are worse than that. Number 2, Troll and I. This came out on multiple platforms, and oh my god. For legit, when I saw the trailer to it, I was actually interested. I was thinking, you know what, maybe this game could be possibly a good game. Maybe. It's about a troll who basically becomes friends with this little kid, and they're on an adventure now. I don't think there is a story context to it, but I played enough. I got to the point where I was playing the game, and you ever feel so sick in your stomach and you feel like stress right here in your chest and you just want to scream because of how terrible the game is playing? That's what Troll and I was. A bunch of glitches, just terrible, terrible gameplay mechanics. I get what they were going for. They were going for like kind of the Last Guardian type style. You could have fun with 2 players and make fun of how terrible it is, but really in the end, if you're playing by yourself and you went through the suffering that I did, you really would get so close to just, oh my god, I would chug a fireball. That's how bad it was. Alright, now guys, we're getting down to number 1. This is the number 1 list, or my worst game for the year, and I did play this one because I couldn't believe what everyone was saying, but I had to just freaking play it. And let me tell you, Troll and I and probably Black Tiger, Life of Black Tiger would have been number 1, but this game gave me Vietnam flashbacks of a game that I played in my childhood and how terrible that game was. And that is the reason it's on this list, because when I played this game, I almost had to call an ambulance because of how bad it was. I mean, I guess technically it works better than the original, but if you ever wanted a spiritual successor to Superman 64, you got it. Room in the Night Sky is the worst game of 2017 in my book. The reason being, I was there for Superman 64. I remember going to Hollywood Video and renting that game. I remember renting that game. I remember popping it in my Nintendo 64. I was thinking, oh my god, a Superman game is going to be amazing. You know what? Superman Returns was a way better game than Superman 64. This game, at least you got powers and you could use them and beat the crap out of people. I think you also beat the crap out of like Bizarro or something, and the Brainiacs in here and stuff. Look, Darkseid was in here too. There's stuff in here that I could actually enjoy. All right, Superman 64. I wanted, like I said, that little thing. I actually screamed. Like there was pressure right here, and I screamed. Room in the Night Sky. The more I played it, the more I just had flashbacks of Superman 64, and it killed me. Every minute I spent in that game, I just immediately, boom, flashback. I was just like 5 years old playing Superman 64 with terrible controls. It was terrible. A slow game. I'm stressed out just by talking about this. I need to get on my top 10 best games list. I need to do it. Anyways, yeah, Room of the Night Sky. If you existed in the 90s and you played Superman 64, granted I was there for like half of the 90s, but I still played Superman 64, and you experienced that trauma and you just want to experience it again, Room of the Night Sky will probably get you there. Is it a bad game, like overall? Yeah, terrible translation issues. It's a slow game, and I don't know how anyone can have fun with it. If it makes somebody's top 10 best game of the year, like if it makes it at the number 1 spot, I will be blown away. Someone send me the link to that video because I need to see that. All right, they need to give a valid reason to why it's the best game of the year, because I don't see it. I really wanted to kill myself. Otherwise, it would have been Black Tiger or Troll and I, but like I said, for the sheer fact of nostalgia and flashbacks as I was playing the game, Room in the Night Sky took the cake. Well guys, there you go. That is my top 10 worst list of video games of 2017. I really wanted to upload this video sooner, but things happen, New Year's happened, and we all know how New Year's goes, especially in Vegas, so you guys can only imagine. I'll just let your imaginations run wild. So anyways guys, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I wasn't going to say upvote. If you guys want, just feel free to leave a comment. Your worst game list. What was your opinions on this list? That probably wasn't my well thought out list, but I do think a lot of the games that were in here were pretty valid for my reasoning. But that's my personal opinion. So you guys have yours, I have mine. Just let me know what y'all's was in the comment section. If there's a comment section, use it. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching. And remember guys, when you guys are gaming, power up.